Good morning, neighbors and niggers. I'm presenting you with something. I don't know. Let me find what it is. I got like 4 videos, so I don't know what's going to come up. Okay, Potomac. Good, because I don't have energy right now. This will be fine. I also want to say, if you are not a neighbor, I would love for you to join and move into the neighborhood by clicking the subscribe button. That would be dandy. I also enjoy likes, and I really, really enjoy comments. So, y'all just hit me up. All my information, as we already know, if you've seen any of my videos, is going to be down in the description. So, anyway, Potomac. Wasn't nothing going on. They wasn't doing literally anything. They really could have kept this. And I know a lot of the girls are saying, well, the reunion was much more interesting than the season. Okay, it may have been a lot more action-packed than the season, but it bored me to tears. And everybody was talking over each other, and I just didn't have it to do today. I didn't want it, So anyway, we picked back up where we left off with the husbands coming in. And not Peter Thomas comes in and literally catches Karen up in a lie instantly. As they talking about the move and the house and all of that. And not Peter Thomas says that, they were moving and originally, he wanted to downsize, but she didn't want to do that, and they had a big fight, which I believe Karen already said. But then he omits what Karen has said about moving to be close to her parents. So Andy says, did she mention anything to you about, her parents living with y'all or moving so you could be near her parents? And he says no. And that no, I believe, was the definitive truth. And then, after he realized that maybe his wife been up here lying, then he went along with the lie and was like, well, I started to put 2 and 2 together. And since, her parents live in Virginia and she wanted to move to Virginia, then, yeah, maybe she wants to move the parents into the house. And I'm saying, like, lies. Because if you are married to somebody and you want to move your mom and daddy into y'all's house, that's something you would discuss well in advance, if you have good sense. If you don't, then that's, do you. But if you have good sense, you would say, hey, honey, mom and dad, they're not doing as well as I'd like them to do. And, we're going to keep an eye on it, but I think ultimately they may have to move in with us. And then honey will say either, that's fine, or we need to figure something out because I don't want them in my house. That's the way these things go. But anyway, they called Karen up in that lie. Then, speaking of parents, we swoop over to Monique. And they asked Chris, what he thought about seeing Monique, or his mama call Monique a heifer, and all of this. And Chris says he was just shocked, dumbfounded, he couldn't believe. And I'm like, this woman, your mama don't like her. This is what I don't understand about niggas. Niggas, like, mamas always tell their sons, especially their daughters as well, but especially their sons when they don't like their partner. So for Chris to be acting like he knows she was going to do all this when they brought her on this, maybe he didn't think she was going to do that on TV. But I feel like he already knew. I feel like mama would be on the phone with him calling her a heifer and all a hussy and, all of that. A troglodyte. All the things. I feel like mama be on the phone talking to her son, calling her son's wife all this, that, and the other. I personally feel that way. But anyway, they move on to say, has mother-in-law been to the Potomac house? Monique and Chris say no, she's not been there. Andy says, is there an open invitation? Chris says yes, Monique says no. Now, Chris, it's going to have to be a no. It's going to have to be a no until until Monique can get to the place, because Monique says she's not answering the phone. Until Monique can get to the place where she can accept the phone call from your mama and they have a conversation and your mama apologizes to her. She can't come to the house. What you mean, you just going to have her at the house and then they don't like each other? Well, no, you take them babies to her house, for the weekend or something like that. But as far as her coming into Monique's home, that's going to be a no for me. That's just me, though. I really hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Juan. Let's go and talk about Juan. Let me get in position. Juan wears me the full hell out. I'm so tired of Juan. Okay, listen, we already know that Robin is my favorite. I've said it. And I'm not letting the green eyes fool me. Even though I still don't know what that means. I felt like that's just kind of a way for her to say, hey, sis, green eyes. It wasn't needed. But anyway, we're not talking about Robin right now. We're talking about Juan. Juan, I'm going to give you a middle name, Juan. Juan Maurice Dixon. What you'll never do is get on TV and shame your ex-wife like this again. Daughter, get over this hill. I got to go to work. Go now. We don't have all day. I'm literally running late. I got to be there in 10 minutes, and I'm 15 minutes away. Anyway, what was I saying? Juan Maurice Dixon, you'll never get on this TV and Donald Trump the situation ever again. This man, okay, so Andy was asking direct and simple questions. Juan, are you and Robin working towards a relationship or something similar to that? It was probably much more direct than that. But Juan goes into, well, right now it's all about the kids, and me and Robin, we're comfortable where we are. We it's just we here, and one day, she may want to find love, and I may want to find love, and if that's with each other, or if that's with somebody else, that's not important. We just want to find love, and I just, we working towards it, and it's about the kids. And then Andy will ask another question, say something like, Juan, how do you feel about, something simple, like, do you like Robin's dress today? And, I just, as far as me and the kids, right? So I got these kids with Robin, and, it's all about the kids right now. And, we're working towards, certain situations, but right now we're real comfortable where we at, and we happy. And whether, I go find love or she go find love, and whether it's with each other or somebody else, it really doesn't matter, because it's all about, the kids. And I'm just saying, like, shut the hell up. Shut up, Juan. With that patch of your hair missing at the top. You better go on. I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of Juan. Like, honest to God, if I don't ever have to see Juan again, like, Robin, daughter, it is declared and decreed. You are a lesbian now. If I had a gavel, I would bang it right here today. You will never get on this national TV. I heard that y'all may have a season 3 coming up. Robin, if you don't go find you a studsman today, you know what, Robin? You a little on the STEM side. You could get away. You could have a femme girlfriend, because it's not the only time we see femme and femme is on Love and Hip Hop. So you go ahead and get you a femme girlfriend, and y'all do each other's hair and makeup and do each other's body parts and things, and then you come back to us, and you come back to us happy and whole. That's what you need to do, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. She does not look comfortable. Like, when she was on these dates with these other men, she did not look comfortable being in the presence of men. I think she's only comfortable with Juan because she's been around Juan since 1981. And the thing about it is, I don't know if that's the actual date, but still, the thing is, I'm trying to figure out, because since Karen went on and put it on blast, and I don't like to talk about people's business, but I really need to get to the root of the situation with Robin, because I really do love and care about her and cherish her, and I want her to, be her best self. So I'm trying to see, is this a situation where Juan, stopped her rapist, or, came through for her in the time of her sexual assault? What are you doing? Came through for her in the time of her sexual assault, and now she feels indebted to him. I feel like she's got some sort of indebted, situation where she really feels like, there's nothing I can do to repay this man for all he has done for me, when he ain't doing nothing for you. So it has to be something similar to that. He came in, swooped in the time of, of trouble. He was a very present time in trouble or something, because it just does not make sense, this attachment. I understand being attached. I understand being ridiculous, ridiculously attached and all of this, because we look at Sharice over there, and I believe she's coming out of it now, but she was ridiculously attached to her husband that didn't want her. So I can see that, and I understand that, but just for a brief moment in time, after all this living with this man, and he don't want you, and y'all sleeping in the bed together, and he don't want you, and he just keeps saying, we just gonna work at it. How long y'all gonna work at it? When are we gonna take the test? Y'all been studying too long. Y'all have studied and studied and studied and studied, but y'all have not set a date for the test. So I can't be bothered with Robin, Florence Dixon, and Juan Maurice. I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's draining. Anyway, let me scooch over, because I've been talking forever on these girls. So Robin gets into conversation about her sons at this age. She feels like, are my lights flashing? They are. Why are my lights steady going off? My hazard lights keep going off. Anyway, so for some reason, Robin is talking about how, at this age, her boys, I think she said, are 7 and 5, and at this age, they really need, a father present in the home, and yada, yada, yada. Now, in an ideal world, in a perfect world, all children of all ages, under the age of legal adult out of your mama house, need a father in the home. I didn't personally, but I'm a different type. I'm a different type of child. I was, I'm different. But, the ideal yada yada is for any child, because she was saying boys especially, but girls need a father in the home too. Again, just not me. But she was going into their 5 and 7 and they need, and you know, at this point they're receiving something and yada yada. And I'm just like, the only thing they learning by having wine in the house is how to disrespect you. That's all they learn, and that's all we see. Every time we see them little bad niggas on the TV screen, they ain't doing nothing but telling you to be quiet, swinging on you, jumping on stuff, got their feet on the kitchen counter and all this, that, and the other. And when you tell them to stop, they don't stop. Now, I've had friends, it's so weird that I got to phrase it like this, but I've had friends who have had fathers in the home. And when they mama say stop, if they didn't stop, their daddy would turn around and say stop, and they would stop. Now, personally, I think you should stop when your mama say stop. And you shouldn't have to get to the point where your daddy got to step in, or vice versa. You know, but whatever though. She was doing all of this about how the boys need. And yes, in a technical standpoint, they need the father in the home. But if the father ain't teaching them nothing, if the father's not giving them, you know, the information that they need to grow up and be logical and good men, then he needs to go. And right now, Juan ain't teaching them little boys nothing but how to marry somebody, divorce them, and figure out a way to still be in their house and sleep with them. That's it. And I just can't. Where we go from here? Michael and Ashley, they done broke up. They separated. Robin want to know who left, because Robin was so excited to find out who left. It was Ashley. And I'm gonna let Robin have a pass, because Ashley been in everybody's marriage this whole time. So I'm gonna let Robin have this one about being excited that they done broke up. What else? Because I don't care about Ashley and Michael at all, daughter. Yeah, they've been separated for 3 months. And with that, I feel like that's just cosmic and karma, because not karma from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Karma, because all that talking you did to Sharice about her husband, her marriage, her separation, all of that, and now you sitting over here separated. So, oh well. Let me see. Giselle goes and says, you know, Ashley, you know, we all here for you, because, you know, almost all of us have been to this point, and we know how it feels, and yada yada. And I'm like, that's real cute. That is so nice. Anyway, Karen tells Ashley to go get him if she want him, and blah blah blah. And then we get back to Karen and these titties, and I'm like, honest to God, I never just wake up and say I want to talk about Karen's titties in the morning. I don't say, oh, what a beautiful day, it's lovely, the sun is out, God did it, praise him. And you know, I think I'll talk about Karen's titties today. It just never happens. But here I am, alas, me, talking about Karen's titties. We done went all around the block for her to tell us that she took the implants out and put the teardrops in. Okay. Anything else? Hell, it's on my nerves. And then, you know, they start taking questions from Twitter and them. And one of the girls on Twitter goes and says, why is Monique and the girls always flying their money around Robin when y'all know this nigga broke? And Robin is like, oh, leave me alone. And I'm like, leave her alone. Let her shop at Ross Dress for Less. And she said basically the same thing. She said, you know, I shop on a budget, but I still pull it together. And I said, yes, you do. A lot of the time. A lot of the time. Now, your hair and your outfit never go together. But, you know, from the neck down, sometimes you be fine. From the head up, you know, you be fine. It's just, it's rare that it all comes together. But anyway, then we start talking about the Bermuda party, the Bermuda event, and we go back and forth about who helped who and this, that, and the other. And Ashley want to know why Karen had gotten into the, you know, I got pictures of the fireman and she effed up and blah, blah, and F her and blah. And Sharice says, don't put these pictures out since you got them. And Karen goes into, I'm not going to do that, Sharice. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to disrespect your marriage. And this is how I know Sharice is finally coming to terms. Because Sharice said, the marriage is over, daughter. Put these pictures out. Let's see. That's what she said. Like, provide me with photographic evidence. I mean, this nigga. And I know for a fact, just by her behavior, because I'm really good at peeping behaviors. By Karen's behavior, she ain't got nothing. She has nothing. She has nothing. Nothing. That was terrible. But you know what? I just woke up. Anyway, yeah, so Sharice is like, go ahead and put these pictures out. Let's see, you know, show me what you're working with. And Karen is giving, I'm not going to show, you know, I'm not going to do and blah. And then Sharice is like, well, listen, we all know that somebody on Twitter done tagged everybody into these, you know, this information, quote unquote, about me cheating on, you know, infidelities and blah, blah, blah. And Sharice says that that's just not true. And then Karen is going into, that's not what I have. You see this mole? That's because I've been talking about Karen so much. I got a pimple now that looks like Karen's mole. And it's just draining. I'm glad the season's over so this can get off my face. But anyway, yeah, she goes into, that's not what I have something else, different information. And Sharice is like, okay, girl, well, let's see it. I'm not going to do that because your husband and da 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't have the time today. Karen said Sharice knew about the baskets, and then Karen doused to Andy, and I don't care. And then they talk about how Karen got a man named Blue Eyes, and I'm like, who would want her? And then they get into a sports money versus intelligent money thing, and then Giselle is many things, but a liar she is not. Now Sharice has 2 firemen and a superintendent, and then Andy makes Sharice and Giselle kiss, and it seemed kind of homoerotic to me, and I'm just like, Andy, daughter, And that was it. That was the show. I'm at work. Let me go on in here, and I'll present y'all with the other 3 videos in a little bit. Peace.